Hi everybody, my name is Sam Shoup. I'm the editor-in-chief of yourhuskyherald.com. That's a student newspaper here on the UW-Bothell campus, and I'm here with Lidia Tadesse, ASUWB representative for this year. Welcome, Lidia.
Thank you for having me.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a graduating senior. I am majoring in business administration, marketing, and management concentration.
Okay.
I've been here all 4 years of my college career. I've grown to love the campus and just I've grown with the campus, and so I'm really excited to see what the future entails for the campus.
Great, great. What made you choose UW-Bothell?
I really wanted the small feel. I guess I wasn't really ready to go out and venture in the college world.
Sure.
So I really wanted a small feel of the campus, and I
Okay.
wanted that teacher interaction, which is exactly what I got when I came here.
Right.
And it's more of like a private school feeling, but it's still a public school, and still getting a university education,
Right.
University of Washington education.
Right.
So.
If you had to describe your ASUWB experience in one sentence, don't give me one word, give me a full sentence, what would it be?
Wow. Many opportunities and major learning curves.
Okay.
I guess I would say. So
Great.
that's a few words. But
Sure, that's close enough. So what have been some of the specific highlights in your experience as a board member this year?
Some highlights would be really getting to know the leaders of the University of Washington as a whole. I think that's been a great experience. Having the opportunity to go up to Olympia and kind of advocate for students in this past session has been really, really influential and just a good experience to have. And to just be aware of how the institution works, I think those have been great highlights. I wouldn't even imagine what goes on unless I had been a member. So
Sure. Is there anything you think you might want to change? Like if you could go back and change one thing or redo something, maybe your approach to a certain problem, is there anything in that vein?
I wouldn't redo anything just because I feel like it's something that has made me today,
Okay.
and just the learning experiences. So I wouldn't have a chance to learn something if I didn't do it a certain way.
Sure.
But I would say maybe just more open communication with everybody and with constituents, and just more transparency. I would
Okay.
say, yeah.
Great. Let's talk about the upcoming elections a little bit. What was, you went through that process last year. How was that?
It was very stressful. I didn't imagine that it was going to be like that, and I think we had a great turnout, and I think the amount of people that were running it was like more than previous years, and I think our numbers even doubled Seattle's, I think. But it was very competitive. I hadn't run obviously before,
Sure.
and so I wasn't aware of a lot of the rules and guidelines, but I soon had to figure it out. But I was good that I had a running teammate with me to help me, so I think that was beneficial to me. But it was a fun experience overall, definitely, I would say. So.
Can you talk a little bit about the stress level and maybe how you would encourage or offer some advice to applicants either running this year or in future years? What kind of advice would you give to them?
I would definitely say promote heavily, but talk to people one-on-one more than just doing the media type of advertisements.
Right.
Because the word of mouth and having that contact with students is the key thing, because you're going to be working for them for the next year.
For sure.
It's good to know them inside and out and what they want, because you'll be serving them. So I think that would be one of the key things.
Great.
But advertise heavily.
Advertise, yeah. This win it unless people know who you are, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so what about, let's kind of go back to this year. Is there any, what's maybe the biggest challenge you faced, or maybe give me an example of what was your toughest day on the job this year, and how did you work through that, or what did you do to kind of resolve that issue?
I would say, because I'm the type of person that likes to know every type of information. I'm very analytical, so I would say it's maybe not knowing too much or more than the people around me about a certain thing.
Okay.
Just as an overall haze I can remember.
Sure.
But and something I could have done for that, and I did do, is ask more information to those that did know, and actually, because I've always been afraid to ask questions, but that's something I've learned too,
Okay.
is to always ask if I didn't know and not hesitate or not be embarrassed, and just to, to figure out what it was I didn't know. So
Okay.
that I can make better decisions too.
Great. What about specifically, were there any projects or goals that you had either personally or with your team this year that you either didn't have enough time or you just felt like you didn't accomplish it in the way you wanted to, or something you would have liked to do better?
No, I would not say, because I feel like my whole team worked. I can't even describe the amount of work that everybody put in.
Okay.
But you can see with the campus and with the help of administration and just everybody working as a team,
Sure.
I felt the cohesiveness, and you can see how much our campus has grown. I can tell you personally, from when I was a freshman to now,
Right.
to so many things that have changed, the projects that you see going on, and just we have a link to Olympia now. I feel like we've gone so many times, and Eric, who's our government relations,
Right.
he's created a great bridge for us with Olympia, and just the campus as a whole. I feel like we're more connected, but I wouldn't say that I would change anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the biggest thing you guys accomplished this year?
There's so many things I don't even know. So student housing is one of the
Okay.
major things that
So
we've been
a
involved
little bit
in.
about that. What was your guys' role, or what's changed, or what's new, going into next year for
Right.
that?
Our role was mainly advocating for the students and
Okay.
kind of like working with Student Life in George to see what students needed and
Right.
if this was something feasible, and just the background, just like from the student's point of view. But administration is, of course, the key role in the process. The food for thought.
Right.
It's been
Yeah.
that's like 3 years coming. So
Yeah,
that's
I've been
been
there quite a few times.
yeah,
It's good.
yeah, and the meetings. I don't know if you've attended those. And advocate. It's all we've been doing. I feel like is advocating for students and trying to get into their heads and see what they need and what they want, because that was our whole purpose. So we've done that with rigorous meetings over the years, and that's one of the key accomplishments. I would say is our main accomplishment. I would say.
Great. Anything else you'd like to say to the UW-Bothell community? Final thoughts? Anything? Floor's yours.
I would just like to say it's been a great opportunity. I've loved the experience. Tremendous doors been open, and this is just a foundation to more knowledge to come. And I just like to thank the whole campus and my team for the opportunity.
All right. Thanks, Lydia, for being here.
Thank you.
Once again, Lidia Tadesse, ASUWB representative for 2010-2011, and I'm Sam Shoup, signing off for the Husky Herald.